Hilton brings you new ways to stay, with experiences that let you capture the glory days. Introducing the Graduate Hotels. Each inspired by local college towns, these stays are always original and never boring. Get in touch with traditions all across the country and enjoy a stay that's a class above the rest. Book at Graduate Hotels with Hilton Honors Points at Hilton.com. It's a win-win. Hilton, for the stay.
Welcome to the Dr. Sky Experience, here on America's iconic radio station, Talk Radio 77 WABC, from New York City and around the world. The iconic radio station, WABC, the crown jewel of talk radio. Welcome to our Dr. Sky podcast of Sky Events, episode number 11. As we wrap up the month of December 2022, we share with you what's visible in your skies. Sit back and relax as we wish each and every one of you the best for a happy Hanukkah, a Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and most importantly, a healthy, happy, and prosperous 2023 just around the corner. We begin, of course, with Earth's nearest neighbor, the moon, and we find out as the seasons change on December the 21st with the welcoming in of the winter solstice. We find out that the moon itself is moving on as a very thin, waning crescent moon, visible low into the southeastern sky during these cold mornings as it moves on to its new phase with the dark of the moon on the 23rd, only to pop out low into the southwest as early as Christmas Eve, very low in the southwestern sky. How early a moon can you see? Some of the thinnest slivers of moonlight have been seen only hours after new moon, if you have a clear and unlimited view of the southwestern sky after sunset. By the way, the moon is closest to us on the 24th, on Christmas Eve, a position we call perigee. The moon continues then to wax, and we find out a great conjunction of not only the moon and two interesting planets, the planets Mercury and Venus, will adorn our skies on Christmas Eve, very low in the southwest too, as both the moon, Mercury, and Venus will be within a circle of a diameter of less than about 5 degrees. Can you see it? With hopeful clear skies and that view of the southwestern sky, you should be in good luck. And then we find out many other planets are visible in our late December skies. We move on to the Greek word planeteos, meaning wandering stars, and sure they do. High in the southwest at sunset is the planet Saturn, easy to see with the naked eye, but better in a telescope. And still high in the south at sunset, the mighty planet Jupiter, known as the god Zeus. It's still bright. In binoculars and a telescope, the true beauty of Jupiter is easier to see. But wait, there's more. As you look high into the northeast sky just after sunset, the red god of war, the planet Mars, is easy to see with the naked eye, and once again, in a telescope, the true beauty of Mars is revealed right before your eyes. Though the planet Mars is moving away rapidly from the Earth now, it's now, at the time of this particular podcast, well within some 53 million miles of the Earth. But with a telescope of maybe 300 times the magnification of your eye, and many of you out there have them, you can still see many of the so-called surface features on Mars and the still bright area we call the northern polar cap hood, and right below that, the Martian northern polar cap. By the way, the planet Mars will be in our sky as we move into the early portion of 2023 and well into our skies as we move into the spring of 2023 also. How about a quick preview of some of the sky events for January 2023, the new year? An interesting meteor shower takes place on the morning of January the 4th, known as the Quadrantids. But unfortunately, the near full moon at that time may wash out many of those Quadrantids. To learn so much more about these events and the highlights, visit the Dr. Sky Experience podcast here at WABCRadio.com. And still, the planetary object and parade continues deep into the month of January. We find out that the planet Venus and Saturn will be within 0.4 degree apart. That occurs on January the 22nd, as we find our objects in the sky, the planets, being the principal objects to see. A good time to find many faint sky objects, naturally, is when we have the dark of the moon or new moon. And as I mentioned before, that occurs for us just a day before Christmas Eve, on December the 23rd. If you'd like to email me, that's simple. It's drskyshow@gmail.com. Simply, I'm your navigator on the highway to the heavens, encouraging you and yours, that is, to always remember what? Simply, always remember to keep your eyes to the skies as we talk about great things from the realms of astronomy, space, aviation, and weather, here embedded on the iconic radio station here, WABC, out of New York, WABC Radio, America's crown jewel of talk radio. Health and happiness in the new year as we move on to 2023. See you next week.